and welcome back to my channel. It has been a long time. I do apologize. I wanted to upload videos every single week, but at the end of last year, 2018, things did get very hectic. I had houses to renovate. I was very busy with work. I went away on holidays. Everything was very hectic, so I just had absolutely no time to do any tutorials, which was breaking my heart. But now it is a new year and I am back. So I thought my first video of the year would be dedicated to Valentine's Day and the beautiful Blood Sugar palette by Jeffree, which I am hosting a giveaway for on my Facebook page at the moment. I'm giving this palette away in celebration of Valentine's Day. So if you would like to enter my giveaway, then please visit my Facebook page. I will leave the links in the description box below, so you can just follow the instructions on my Blood Sugar post on my Facebook page and go in the running to win. So anyway guys, if you would like to learn how to create this look, then please watch my video. Enjoy!
So just starting off today by getting my eyes and eyebrows all ready. And here it is, the beautiful Blood Sugar palette. I'm going to start off by taking my little compact eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to dip this into the shade Candy Floss. Now I'm just going to take this shade around my entire eye area, outer corner, through the crease and through the middle, inner corner of my eye. This is super light shade. You can barely see it, which is what we want. It's just really used to transition, will help all the rest of the colors transition. And now of course just adding it to my other eye as well. And taking my fluffy blending brush just to go over the edge of the transition shade I just added. Even though it's super light, I like to blend it out anyway. Now I'm going in with the shade Cavity and applying this to my outer corner of my eye, and holy moly, that pigment. All I did was dip the brush in a couple of times and it came out so bright. Anyway, I'm going to brush this around the outer corner of my eye, take it through my crease, and then pack it in the inner corner as well, just to create that kind of halo circular shape. Because we haven't applied any Scotch tape today, when you get to that outer corner you really do want to take the brush in circular kind of motion strokes just to make sure it's all beautiful, that creates a beautiful shape. And of course doing the same on the other eye that I just did on the first eye. Also, when you are applying this colour, make sure you pack the most amount of colour on the inner corner crease and outer corner, and then just take what's left of the brush and blend it up. And now taking my blending brush on the edge of that colour and taking it on the outer corner in very circular motions while dragging upwards, and then on the rest of the eye on sideward sweeping motions while dragging upwards as well. And you can see the difference there between the blended and unblended. Very beautiful, the blended. And do the same to the other eye. Now I'm going in with the shade Root Canal, which is a beautiful purple, packing this on, and no surprise there, it's also very, very pigmented. Just packing this in the outer corner, taking it through the crease, and then packing it in the inner corner as well. Just not taking it as high as we took the pink, but just taking it to the level where it's blended into the pink. I also want to stress to you guys, these colors are so much brighter in real life. I feel like the ring light or the LED lights are kind of drowning the colors out a little bit, but in person, bam, they are coming through. And here we go, taking the color on this eye the same way as we did on the first eye. And always remembering to pack the most amount of color on the lid area and blending the rest up through the crease and above. And now taking our blending brush and going over the edge of that color and blending it very softly through the pink. Now I'm taking the color Fresh Meat, delicious, and I'm going to put this on my outer corner, also take it through the crease and pack it on the inner corner as well, keeping this color even more compact towards the lid and just very lightly blending it up, but again not as high as the pink and purple that I have just applied. and applying it the same way on the other eye there. Now going back to our trusty blending brush, taking it over the edge of those colours we've just applied and blending them all together. You can see that beautiful gradient and blended out look with no harsh lines. And the same on the other side. You need to remember, because we've got no Scotch tape, keep doing those beautiful soft circular motions on the outer corner there. Now I'm going in with the colour Extraction, which is an even deeper maroony kind of colour, and just packing that on my outer corner, taking it through the crease and the inner corner. So you can see the pattern here. You basically just continue the same patterns, outer corner, crease, inner corner, and just blend it up as we go. And the same on the other eye there as well. And then picking up our blending brush again to repeat our blending routine. Now finally I am taking the deepest shade called COMA, and I'm taking this in my outer corner through my crease and packing it in the inner corner. This is just to really deepen up the colour. Once again, as I said, the LED lights are drowning out the colour a little bit. This is much deeper and much more rich in colour in person, so I cannot wait for you guys to use it. And now just taking our blending brush over the colours one last time, just to make sure everything is very gradient looking with no harsh lines, which it is, looking beautiful. Now I'm going in with a white oil-based foundation by Kryolan, also my flat, wide kind of concealer brush, and I'm also taking a smaller, flatter type of concealer brush as well, which is a bit more of a precision brush. Now just taking the wider brush first and carving out the line which is just above our crease line. You can see I'm doing it just above my crease line there, just doing a line in the middle, kind of like a half oval type of shape, just following the shape of your own eye. Once you've carved that out, you can add the foundation to the center of your eyelid, then wiping the brush off just to tap out the edges, just to get that kind of more feathered out look on the edges of the foundation there. Once you've done that, just take your smaller precision brush just to carve out that line and get it looking really clean and crisp. Also, you don't have to use a foundation for this step. You can use a really light coloured concealer. I just wanted my eye to look really bright, and my white foundation is the brightest thing I have. Also taking your wider brush and just blending that precision line down just so there's no like random big bright bit. And also doing the same on the other eye, following the exact same steps you just did on the first eye there. Try and get your lines to be the exact same angles and shapes, just so your eyes look symmetrical and the same. Now I'm going in with the MAC Translucent Setting Powder, which is a loose powder, and also my little flat brush I've got here, which is a bit of an oval shape. I'm going to dip that in the powder and then press that into the foundation I just applied to my eyelid, just making sure you really press it all in there to really set that foundation. Also taking it over the edge of the foundation there, because you don't want any wet bits on the edge, because that'll catch when you put eyeshadow back over the top and you'll get random dark blotches. And also doing the same on the other eye. Now you can go ahead and dust off that excess setting powder with a clean fluffy brush. Just get all that excess powder off and go back to your eyeshadow brush and just take it around the edges of where you applied that eyeshadow, just to get the rest of that setting powder off, but also not take colour off. I'm going in with the brightest shade called Glucose, and I'm going to take that same oval little flat brush I used to put the setting powder on, and I'm going to pack this shade in the center of my eyelid there. Now using the same flat brush, I'm going back to the shade Cavity and just packing it on the edges of the white that I just applied. just like you see me doing there, and do the same on the other eye. And then going back to the shade Root Canal, which is the purpley shade, and packing that on the edges of the pink, so just leaving the pink exposed a little bit but covering the rest of the outer corner and inner corner with that colour, and doing the same on the other eye, of course. And now taking the colour Fresh Meat and taking that on the outer and inner corner, leaving the pink and purple exposed a little bit. So each darker colour that we apply, we take out more and more. So we're creating like a gradient effect from lightest to darkest here. And then going back to the colour Extraction and doing the same. Now, making sure your flat brush is clean, you want to very carefully and gently dab it over the colours that you just applied. You want to dab it over them and dab it in towards the middle, in towards the white, and this creates, you can see the difference there between the blended and unblended over here. Now blending this side too. It does not take much effort, you just need to very lightly dab a few times, and then it creates that beautiful blended look. Now we're going in with this compact bullet brush, and I'm going to apply all of these colours under my eyes, starting off with Cavity, and then we're going to go through to Root Canal, Fresh Meat, Extraction, and then Coma, and just applying them in the same way. So we want to start off with the lightest one, then go to the next darkest, then the next darkest, then the next darkest. And the lightest one, of course, is blended down the most, and then each darker colour that you apply becomes more compact towards the waterline of your eye there. Also, when applying these colours, you want them to blend in to the top colours that you've applied. So you really want to create that circle look that goes around your eye. The aim today was to create this beautiful halo cut crease eye, so I wanted everything to look very circular. So I'm not even doing a wing today. Now just taking a clean little makeup pad there and just wiping off any fallout that's on your cheeks. And then after all those colours are applied, you just want to take the clean blending brush underneath just to blend it all out. And now I'm going in with a Twist Pencil MAC Black Eyeliner. And I'm just going to take this along my waterline, so just drawing that very carefully and gently along your waterline. I just want to create this very dark under eye. And now taking my favourite Anastasia Beverly Hills waterproof cream colour in the shade Jet Black, and of course my angle brush, I'm going to do my eyeliner now, just starting off in the inner corner there with a thin line in your inner corner, drawing it across the top of your eyelid, a bit of a thicker line in the middle, and then taking it back out to a thin line to finish it off. We're not winging this out today, we just want to keep this eyeliner line along our eyelash line there. And doing the same on the other eye. So just going in with the Rimmel London Extra Super Lash Mascara for my eyelashes, and I'm taking these Mink 3D Hair eyelashes, or false lashes today, to apply, and just taking these on my eyelash line, my natural eyelash line, just gluing them right in there. Now I'm taking the colour OH1 from my Kryolan concealer wheel, just taking my concealer brush and taking this concealer all over the red areas. So I always take this around my nose and nose creases because there's like little veins and red areas there. I did forget to zoom the camera out, but I also took this concealer over my chin because it's not looking the best lately. Also taking my little buffing brush, and I'm just going to buff all that concealer right out just so you can't see any harsh lines once again. So now I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade Natural Beige, also taking my foundation brush and of course my trusty wet beauty blender. So I'm going to start off with my foundation brush, applying the foundation to one half of my face. The reason I do this is because I just personally feel like if I apply it to all of my face and then go in with the beauty blender, that the foundation will start setting. So I like just doing one half and then the other half, but if you feel like you can do your whole face and then blend it out, then feel free. And just taking my wet beauty blender, dabbing it all over my face just to create that beautiful airbrushed finish. And then just following the same steps on the other side. And now taking a large fluffy brush like this one, and also going back to my MAC setting powder, I'm just going to take the brush, dip it in the setting powder and press this into my face. I do look like I've got a bit of a case of poison ivy, but that's okay. We do just want to set our foundation so we're able to do the powder contouring over the top. If you don't set your foundation first and you try and put any powder over the wet foundation, it'll just stick and clump and look terrible. And then once you've pressed it all in, just brushing off that excess powder, getting rid of that poison ivy look. And now I'm taking this smaller, clean, fluffy brush and dipping this into the shade Carrot from Tarte's Park Avenue Princess Contour Palette. Just taking this into the hollows of my cheeks there, right under my cheekbones, and using circular brushing strokes and pulling the colour up. Definitely don't drag it down. Make sure you pull that up because you want to lift your cheekbones. Also, just taking that same colour, I'm going to blend that around the edges of my forehead just to make my forehead appear more contoured and a little bit smaller. And also taking our blending brush that we used earlier, make sure it's clean, but taking that same colour down the edges of our nose and just in those little areas I'm showing you right there, just to contour our nose and make it look a little bit smaller. And now I'm just going in with the shade Angle from that same palette, and I'm going to take this in the hollows of my cheeks as well, just to deepen my contour there. And now I'm taking the shade Enhance, and I'm going to take this on my larger fluffy brush and just dab this underneath my eyes there, and then just brush it through the center of my face just to really brighten my face up. And now going in with my favorite highlighter, Amrezy by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm taking this on my large fluffy brush over my cheekbones. Beautiful as always. And as always, I like to look like a light bulb, so I take this over the point of my nose, over my cupid's bow, and also on the temples of my forehead. And now for some blush, I am going in with the shade Amaretto from the Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette. Just taking this over the apples of my cheeks. You can't really see it because the LED light once again is drowning out the colour, but this is just a very, very soft and beautiful blush just to add some colour back to the face. And now taking Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Mary Jo K, and then Jeffree Star lipsticks in the shade Androgyny and Red Rum. Taking the lip liner over the edges of my lips, starting off on the top and then going to the bottom. So once I've filled in my lips with the lip liner, I then take the Red Rum colour and apply that all over my lips. And to create a bit of a darker ombre effect, I want to take Androgyny and I just apply that to the outer corners of my lips there on both the top and bottom, then pressing my lips together just to blend it in a little bit. And then I take Red Rum back through the center of my lips just to make sure it all looks blended. Now just taking MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus in Pink Light, and I'm going to shake this up and then spray it all over my face just to give myself a fresh set. Beautiful! And we have the completed look.
Thank you so much for joining me in today's video, guys. I hope you absolutely loved it. I had a ball making it and I'm absolutely in love with this blood sugar palette. Be sure to visit my Facebook page so you can enter my giveaway, because trust me, this blood sugar palette is well worth tagging a few friends for a chance to win it. It's stunning. And I do promise I will be doing videos every week for you guys from now on. I am so sorry that I've been absent for a little while, but I'm back and ready to do lots of videos for you and have a wonderful 2019. Anyway, I will let you go. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye!